Yay!
Yeah, here we go again. Planned to have a more leisurely morning, but we saw a boat just around the corner from where we are and was pretty sure they're heading to Penasco to haul out in the next day or two. And I tried to radio them on a few stations last night and they didn't answer. And then we saw them take off like, what, an hour ago? And we're like, crap!
It'd be nice to have someone nearby.
Yeah, it is. Just nice to, I don't know, it gives you that level of comfort and safety if someone needs help, that they're there.
It's crazy. That's kind of a wrap on our summer in the Sea of Cortez. We survived. Bentley. We survived a summer in the sea. It was great. I'm glad we came. And I'm glad we survived. And yesterday, the boys and I were snorkeling and swimming around the boat. And it was 35-degree water. And I was like, we're never gonna experience that. I don't know when we'll experience 35-degree water ever again.
Are you ready? It does have a weird thing. Whoa, there's so... Whoa. It looks like a fin whale. Oh, wow. Okay.
Heard this big blow turn around. There's a giant whale behind us.
I haven't seen a whale since like forever.
Yeah, it has been a little while. Normally we see a lot of whales.
Yeah, like in California, we can't go passage without seeing dolphins.
And humpbacks.
Yeah.
We're motor sailing along at 5.5 knots.
Touch 6.
Oh, we just touched 6. I think our game plan for this passage was to pick a light weather window. We've heard of people getting walloped on this little portion. And if you have light wind and a chubasco hits you, hopefully it's not as bad. Also with the massive tides, if you have heavy wind against a tide, it gets a really messy sea state. So we just went real cautious with this passage, expecting to motor sail most of the way.
Although there's now white caps and the breeze has freshened.
There are some white caps, Mick's saying, so maybe we'll be just sailing soon.
The last 2 boats we know the wind was 10 knots more than what was forecast. So
Our goal is to make as many miles as we can before nightfall. Kind of get north enough in hopes that a chubasco is less likely to hit us the further north we get.
Been cruising along now for almost 4 hours. And we have covered 20 miles, so we're doing alright. We had the current against us at the start there, so we started off slow, but we're averaging a good 5.5, 6 now under our full main and our jib. As you previously know, that doesn't give a good balance to the boat. So we're flopping around a bit, but the speed's really good, so we're just going with it. The wind is very light. I checked, might be a bit more now. It was only like 10 to 12 apparent wind, which is nothing really. But the sea state is a little bit horrible right now. The forecast for today said around 3-foot waves at 4 seconds, so very square, very bouncy. We're getting the odd swells coming in that are about 6 feet, really close together, so every few minutes we get knocked around pretty good. I'm just having a hard time with the wind angle here because it keeps dipping behind us and we lose speed off the jib, but if I pull any more to starboard to get the wind more towards our beam, the seas then come in an even worse spot and the boat gets kicked around even more. So I'm just having to play with that right now. It's really not too bad.
We've made really great time today. We've traveled 56 We've traveled 50. We have traveled 52 nautical miles today. We've made killer time, but that was because we had the current with us. The tide is about to change and the current will be against us, and we're already slowing down.
The wind has died.
Yeah, the wind's really died. We're running wing on wing now. It's kind of our evening setup. That's really all I have to report. If we look really tired, it's because we are, because doing anything in this kind of heat is exhausting. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, the water is 36 degrees right now. It's a beautiful blue color. The air's got to be close to 40, and running around and adjusting sails and doing things is exhausting. We have some nice cloud buildup off of our starboard side on the mainland side of the Sea of Cortez, which is where Chubascos normally start, so we're keeping an eye on them. That's all I have to say. It's so hot. It's a rather beautiful night. Those clouds have sort of dissipated that we were watching today, so that's a good sign. Yeah, the swirls in the sky are amazing over there. Yeah, we'll just wait and see. I guess there's always a chance of something forming later in the night, but as of right now, we look pretty clear. Hello, lightning. We're definitely seeing some lightning dead ahead of us, so we are preparing, and yeah, Bentley spotted it. And we're tying everything down on deck, and we put all our electronics into the oven. I don't know if our oven would actually work because it has a lot of holes in it. I think it has to be fully sealed. I don't really know.
Mommy thinks it's just a normal storm, but we're all not sure because everybody was checking in on us and telling us like the Chubasco report, and we're all like, nothing, there was nothing, and now there's lightning. So
yeah, and it's coming from a weird direction from the north.
Yeah, so
normally Chubascos come out of the east, so this is different. After an extremely hot but uneventful night, we made it to Puerto Peñasco. We made it! We made it to Puerto Peñasco. We got here before the sun came up, just a little bit before the sun came up. Threw down the anchor just out front of the Malecón here and the marina. And we're just waiting to hear from the boatyard when they can haul us out. What time today, hopefully. Jumped in the water to cool off. It's a cool 37 degrees. That is the hottest ocean water I have ever heard of. Oh, really? Jump, jump, jump! It's hot, isn't it?
This is so weird.
What are you doing?
I am seeing what marina slips are available.
By a drone.
Yeah, it's pretty full.
So we spoke to the boatyard, and because of the little mix-up of when we were emailing back and forth and they were thinking we were a different boat than we are, they could haul us out today, but they don't have enough boat stands for us. So it's not really an ideal situation to get hauled out and then leave your boat in the sling. So he said we could try and make it work, I'll let you know, but you should probably try and find a slip in the marina. None of the marinas answer their phones, so he said just if you see one, take it. Which is pretty weird. It's been a very hot day out at anchor. It's getting really rolly. We're gonna go in and see if we can grab a slip. Mick did go in by dinghy. He couldn't see much by drone. He did go in by dinghy. So there was one slip we could potentially fit in. It was a little tight, but we should be able to do it. It is a 16.5-foot tide today. Tide change, so that's massive. I am really looking forward to getting the boat out of the water and just settling in a little bit. We're gonna get an air conditioner and just make the most of our time up here, even though it's really hot. We made it to the slip last night and we had a pretty restful night, and today is haul out day. We're actually right near the sling. The tides are pretty crazy. I'll show you the sling, but this morning it was completely dry. I think we've got like 16.5, 17 foot tides right now. So it'll be coming right up to the top of that rock wall over there, which is pretty crazy. You ready for this?
Yeah. Piece of cake, man.
Was it?
That couldn't have been any easier.
Shaking.
Couldn't have been any
Shaking. Wow. How you doing, Thomas? Good. You're my line handler helper. Thank you.
I didn't do a very good job.
It's okay. It was hard. You had the heavy line. Did it slip? Did Dad say?
Yeah.
Our bow straps just slipped. That's kind of the worst
Back down.
case scenario, so down we go. I am like literally trying not to throw up right now. It is so nerve-wracking.
It looks like it's going to stay in the sling tonight, and then they're going to grab us a ladder to grab some things out, and then tomorrow morning they're going to power wash and move it. So it's not shifting, I guess, for a few hours. Blister repairs really work. It looks great. I can't wait to see it power wash. If there's any blisters we need to repair, I think they're just the ones that we missed last time.
I have never had a sweat V before, ever in my life. That is disgusting. I just picked up the camera and saw it.
Canadians.
Yeah, you're not sweating.
No, I'm fine.
I'm pouring with sweat
Comes
right
out
now.
my head and stays in my hat.
I never thought I was the sweaty person until we came to the Sea of Cortez. Anyway, we hauled out. Now we're getting tacos.
Just seems to be one thing after another right now, and I think in a day or two it will settle down and there'll be a rhythm. I'm excited for that.
There is something else exciting happening tonight. We're moving to a new boat.
Oh yeah, we got a new boat.
We're upgrading tonight.
Yeah.
For the next 6 weeks, we have friends that are off adventuring in the States, and they offered for us to stay on their boat in the marina.
Yeah, they weren't sure what to do with theirs because it's this big thing when you leave your boat, the systems don't get used and weird things happen. So that's like a perfect combination of us being on their boat, having a place to stay and using everything so it keeps working. So
It's definitely a better deal for us, I feel
win-win.
like. So we're gonna get some dinner.
Thanks, Nirvana.
And then we're gonna head to our new home, Nirvana.
Nirvana.
Oh, there was one disappointing thing we noticed after we filmed the haul out.
Oh yeah.
When we slipped, when that front strap slipped, it gouged the starboard
There's
side
these
of our boat.
Big steel sausage rollers in there and they just went
Yeah.
up the side of the hull on the starboard side.
A few more beauty marks for Meraki. Oh man, that smells good.
Yeah.